Alrighty guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my empties for the last quite a while. I don't think I've done an empties video since June, and it's almost May of the next year. So this is the third time that I am recording this. I hope you appreciate it. My camera, apparently I haven't noticed it until now, and I really have to fix it. But the microphone was making this like popping sound, and I don't usually edit my videos with headphones on because I feel like I can't tell the volume with headphones, and one of my headphone things doesn't work, so I can only use one, so I just edit it through the speakers on my computer. And I did not notice that it has been having like this popping noise, and I've tried everything to fix it at this point. I'll put a picture here of what it looks like right now. I literally had to put a tinfoil hat on my microphone to get it to stop popping, so I really hope that it's fixed now. It's driving me insane. So I got up early this morning. I had a ton of orders on my business to fill, and I like rushed those to the post office, and my makeup is like 8 hours old now, but it still looks fine. Even like I'm surprised. I really like this foundation because I went to the post office, had a face mask on, and didn't rub it off. So, but I'm filming this video, and then my my hair video, how I do this, and hopefully I'm gonna stop after I record this one. That way I don't have to do all of them again. So. Anyways, on to the empties. I filmed this like a few days ago, and then I filmed it again this morning, and it still didn't work. So there's a few products that I've already sent off to Pacifica for recycling, so I'll put a picture of those here. I posted this on my Instagram. But not all these that I've emptied recently, but I did empty the Kale Detox face wash. I couldn't think of the name, but that was really good. I really like that. It's a really simple cleanser, and it's good for like oily, acne prone skin types. I've gone through quite a few of those, and I have a couple more in the back stock. And then I emptied up my micellar water. I'm pretty sure it was the Kale one. I could be wrong, but all of the Pacifica micellar waters are great. I don't really have a problem with anyone. I actually have a really old video on my channel talking about each Pacifica micellar water, but some of them I don't even make anymore, so I really like the coconut one though. Hopefully they still make that. Anyways, on to the stuff that I actually have right now. So this is the Pixie Glow Tonic. This is an exfoliating toner. So it has AHA glycolic acid in it, and that is really helpful for like exfoliating the surface level of your skin. So there's like physical exfoliator like the scrubby beads, and then there's this kind of toner exfoliant that will kind of get the dead skin cells, kind of dissolve them off, and it just kind of leaves your skin smooth. I can really tell a difference when I don't use this. The only thing is I'm probably not going to repurchase it. I do have another one this size, probably about down to here by now, but I'm probably not going to repurchase it because I'm trying to find a different option. There is one from Yes2 they just came out with that has AHA and BHA in it, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever heard of a product having both, but this just has a lot of fragrance in it, and I don't think that's good. I think it can dry out your face even worse. And does this even have alcohol in it? Probably does. So I don't think this has alcohol in it. It does have witch hazel, which I'm kind of hesitant about. But I just really want to be like more cautious with the ingredients that I'm using in the skincare because, yeah, that's just really highly fragranced and probably not good. And like many people like that are estheticians I've seen on Twitter are kind of like stay clear of that stuff. So, and this was the Yes2 Grapefruit Daily Facial Scrub. I have had this for a long time, kind of floating around. I didn't really use it because I don't particularly like a physical scrub. Like I mentioned, why I'd like the Pixie Glow Tonic, but this was okay. I don't feel like it did that much for my face though, so, and I just didn't use it that much, and I wanted to get rid of it, so I use it on like my hands and feet and legs and stuff in the shower and use it up pretty quickly. So definitely would not repurchase that. I do love the S2 as a brand. I think they're, you know, have some good products. I just, that kind of product is not something that I would want anymore. Then this is the Derma Vitamin E 12,000 IU cream. This stuff is amazing. Like if I could tell you to repurchase or to purchase one thing out of this empties, it would be this Derma Vitamin E cream. It's amazing. It literally it pretty much does anything. Like this stuff, I will use it on my face, especially in the winter, because my skin kind of just shrivels up and dies in the winter, but in the more toward the summer it kind of gets more oily. But I still use a moisturizer a lot in the summer. I mean, you should obviously, but you know, it doesn't get that dry that I don't feel like I need a moisturizer. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've filmed this video so many times, and how many times I can talk about that. Anyways, but I use this on my face, like I said, and I've used it on pretty much my whole body. Like if it's really dry in the winter, like sometimes my skin gets so dry it's really itchy, so I will put that on like after I shave, or even I put this stuff on my feet. So I keep a bottle of it, or a tub, whatever this is called, by my bed. Oh, I just realized it had an expiration date. I also try to be more careful about expiration dates, but anyways, so I have a tub of that by my bed, and then I will put that on right before I lay down, and put some fuzzy socks on over top of it and leave those on for as long as I can stand it, because I hate sleeping with socks. It makes me get too hot. So I just put that on before bed, and then it makes my feet really soft the next day, and especially in the winter because my feet can kind of get. And also I use this, I'll open a fresh bottle for that, but for this purpose, but I will use it for tattoos. So once I get one, I'll use the, I can never remember the name of this, Hustle Butter, on the tattoo until it's mostly healed, until it starts kind of getting a little bit scabby. And then I will put this Derma Vitamin E cream on it. And they say use unscented. This does have a little bit of fragrance. This natural fragrance oils is like the last ingredient, but I haven't had a problem with like irritation or anything. So just use it at your own caution. I'd probably get a totally unscented lotion if you can, but this stuff is great, and I usually have some on hand anyways. And then this is the Hello Activated Charcoal Epic Whitening Toothpaste. This is my favorite one so far. It is really hard to find cruelty-free vegan toothpaste, but this one is really widely available. I can just get it at Kroger like when I get my groceries. And the only thing is, if you are staying away from brands that are owned by a parent company that tests on animals, I wouldn't go for this one, which that would make it even, they used to not be though. They recently got bought out by Colgate-Palmolive, so, which I'm like 99% sure that's right. I'll put it on the screen if it's not the company, but I've kind of changed my stance on that a little bit recently. I've been kind of going back and forth, but now I think I'm okay with it. So anyways, especially when it comes to like toothpaste, it's really hard to find cruelty-free vegan toothpaste that's one of those things where if you run out, you kind of need it quickly because you use it every single day. So it's nice to be able to just go to Kroger and get it. And I've seen it at Target and other places too. But this toothpaste is black because it is charcoal activated. I've used that kind before, so it wasn't really a surprise to me, but it'll definitely get your sink really dirty. So what I do is, once I'm done and I'm getting ready to spit it out, I will get the sink a little bit wet, like kind of splash water in it, so that way it doesn't stick to the sink and make a mess. So that's my free tip of the day. And then this is the Little Barn Apothecary Aloe and Rosewater Balancing Mist. So this is a little mini that I got in a Petit Four box. I'd say Little Barn Apothecary is kind of a mid-range skincare brand. They're not drugstore price, but they're not quite super high-end price. They're kind of about in the middle. So I really, really like this. I really want to repurchase this. The only thing is that Little Barn is not on Logical Harmony, which is who I use to determine who I think is cruelty-free. That's not to say that brands that aren't on her list aren't cruelty-free. That's just kind of how I base my decisions on. But I do trust brands that are on Petit Four, so it's kind of like, kind of a gray area there. But because Petit Four and I believe in Credo Beauty are two websites that you can buy from that have only cruelty-free stuff that they have vetted, but I just, for my own personal use, I just prefer Logical Harmony. So I'm looking for an alternative to this. This was really nice. I use this during the day, like in the morning after I wash my face and before I put on moisturizer. I used to just not use toner, but I really felt the difference with this. So I want to try something else like that. And I have a bunch of Pacifica points coming because I sent some stuff for recycling. And I think they have a product that's similar, but I'll see. I will definitely get that if they do have one. If not, I may go for this, but I'm not sure. Mario Badescu has one, so I have to look at those and compare ingredients again, like I said. And then something else that is really difficult for cruelty-free is deodorant. So this is the first one that I tried. I've had this bottle sitting around forever, and I just decided to get rid of it. There's only a little bit left, but it's kind of old. This is a Crystal Essence Mineral Roll-On Deodorant in Pomegranate. I did try the original scent of this. I think it's in a purple cap. And this one I feel like worked a little bit better than that one. And this one also didn't break me out either. 99% of the products or the deodorants that I've used that are cruelty-free or like more natural have severely like broken me out or given me like a sunburn type of burn on my armpits. So this one did not do that, and the only one that I've been able to use so far is the Kaya Naturals deodorant. I'm surprised there's not one in here, but I actually have one that's like almost, I'm like scraping the ends of it because it's really expensive. But this one is fairly cheap, and you can also get this brand at the drugstore. This little thing was in a Petit Vour box also. This is the argan oil from Kahina Giving Beauty. I'm pretty sure this is just 100% argan oil. But I didn't really have a purpose for it, so I just wanted to use it up, so I used it as a body oil, and it did not last very long, like maybe 2 or 3 days. I mean, I probably wouldn't repurchase it. Like, argan oil is pretty cheap from a lot of places, so I probably wouldn't repurchase a high-end one like that. And also from a Petit Vour box, I haven't gotten their boxes in a while, but I've just been trying to use up the stuff that I've received in them. So this is the Osya Essential Hydrating Oil. And Osya is one of those brands that is pretty expensive, and you can even see that. And I'm not sure if this is a full size of this product or if it's a mini, because sometimes with Petit Vour you get like one full size. So I don't remember which one this was. But this was really nice, actually. It was a good moisturizer for at night. I just kind of hesitant because it is expensive. And then this is like the miracle product. It's the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. This lasted me forever. Like probably 2 years. I mean, there's a lot of periods in those 2 years where I didn't wear makeup, but a long time nonetheless. People always complain that the e.l.f. primers don't have a lot of product, but I think it was fine for what I use it for. Not like every single day. And I also don't use a whole pump of it. I feel like a whole pump is way too much. I just do like a tiny little bit and like dot some kind of around the middle, and then I don't really need it like around the edges. Just this primer was really good because it is hydrating, but it also has that like silicone-y feel, so it's more of like pore filling also. So I think this is great. I do have one here that I am using right now, and I'll probably try a different one after I use that one up. Just to try something different. I mean, it works, but I'm, just gonna switch it up a little bit. And then something from Lush I used up. So I use a lot of their Naked products, and they don't have packaging, so I just write them down on this little card. But this is the, I'll put a picture of it here. It's the Butter Bear Solid Shower Gel. So this was from the Christmas collection this past year. My fiance got that for me for Christmas, and a few other Lush things, and I really liked that one. It was... I'm one of those, a weird person that I don't like scented, like fragranced anything. Like I don't wear perfume, I don't like candles, room sprays, anything like that. But the scent on that was pretty nice. It smelled like cocoa or like hot chocolate or something. So I would probably repurchase that if they come out with it again next year. And then this is another thing from Petit Vour. I think they might, no, there's a couple more things. But this is the Formulary 55 Rose Hip and Clay Facial Mask. And this was in a little like plastic pouch in here, and you just mix it with water. I got quite a few uses out of it, but I don't really know if I noticed a difference because I kind of used it and forgot about it and then used some more. So I feel like if you use it consistently, you might see a difference, but I mean, it was okay. It was a clay mask. It's kind of fun to do and a little self-care kind of thing. And these two oils I've had for a really, really, really long time, and they're like finally out. This one I literally cannot open. It's stuck somehow, but there's not much left in it. I can't really see in there, but I don't even think there's anything in there. Either that or it's like really dry. I don't know. But so a long time ago, I took Accutane for my acne, and that just totally destroyed my skin. It was so dry, and my lips would crack, and it was just a mess. And the only thing that would help was this concoction that I made with this argan oil and this tea tree oil, which tea tree oil kind of helped with the acne anyways. And then I had this, I can't remember the name of the brand, but it was one of those like Nivea or Eucerin or something. It was in this big white tub. It was like really thick moisturizer that you probably are supposed to just use on your feet. But I mixed these together, put them on my face, and then I used that, whatever that moisturizer was, lotion stuff, and put that on my face and slept with it, and that was the only thing that helped. So yeah, and that was way before I was into like cruelty-free and like looking at products, because I definitely would have used that Derma product if I had known about it. But yeah, so these have just been in there for a really, really long time, and they were kind of just sitting in my thing, so I decided to put them in empties. And then the next few things are just stuff that I'm getting rid of because either expired or really old, or I just don't like it. So this is the Juice Beauty SPF 30 Oil-Free Moisturizer, and it's actually expired, but I had quit using it like a little bit before it expired. But ever since I've had it for probably about 2 or 3 years, I really don't like it. It is really thick and hard to apply. And you would think like an SPF moisturizer that's supposed to go on your face is going to be like thin, easy to blend out, and this was not. And it smelled like rotten Fruit Loops. So I looked up the reviews on this kind of after I noticed that I didn't really like it, and I looked up to see if other people didn't like it either. And the reviews are kind of mixed. Like some people said that it smelled good and didn't know why the other people were complaining, and the other people were like, it smells rotten. So yeah, I don't like this, and I have found other ones that I like better. And then this is one of the oldest makeup products in my collection. I recently ended a project where I wore each of my lipsticks at least once, and that video will actually go up later, maybe next week, I think, but today was actually the last day. But the only one that I got rid of out of that was this Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade Spice. So I got this when Emily Noel 83 was talking about it. There is a batch code on here, but I could not find any information online about Milani batch codes. So there is a way, if you didn't know, you can look up, like makeup products will have this random little number thing. So I'm pretty sure that's what this is right here, like at the bottom. It's not focusing on that, but on a lot of makeup products, there's just a random little number that's usually stamped somewhere on it. And that is the batch code, which is when it was produced, but it's kind of like a secret. It's not just a plain date where you can read it. It's got to be like decoded. So there are websites, if you just Google like makeup batch codes, it'll pop up and you just pick what brand it is and type in the code, and it'll tell you when they think the batch code is for. So I could not find anything on Milani though, but this is really old, and I know you can like sharpen pencils like this, but yeah, it's really old. The last two things we're in a Petit Vour box. So this is the Connie Moon Milk Shimmering Body Oil, Jasmine, and Tuberose. So this, like I said before, I don't like scented things. I hated this. hated this. It was so strong. I opened it up and the smell did not go away. So I'm not even going to open it. I'm not going to try to use it. Nope. And then this last thing, and this didn't go bad, it is the Axiology, what's it called? Natural Lip Crayon in the shade Bliss. I only used it a few times. I did also order some new stuff from Axiology recently though, so check, subscribe so you don't miss that video. But so sometimes I think that subscription boxes is like a conspiracy theory of mine, that they'll buy out from brands products that are like about to go bad. Because this is not the first experience that I've had. I've had like the Ipsy bag and all kinds of other stuff before, and that's kind of how I felt about those two. But and this color is actually on clearance on Petit Vour, so I'm thinking that it might have been old, but when they sent it out. But autofocus is working a minute ago, but hopefully you can see that. Is that working? I don't know. Hopefully, but yeah, it just has like a bunch of white dots on it, and it does not smell right anymore. So that's one thing that I do suggest. I know you probably heard people say it before, but smell your lip products, because that's usually how you can tell if they're going bad. Even plus the white dots all over it. So that was it for today. Hopefully that was helpful, informative about cruelty-free and vegan products. I really cross my fingers right now that I'm going to go put this on my computer and that sound is going to be gone. So anyways, give this video a thumbs up if that was interesting, and subscribe to some of the other videos, and let me know in the comments what kind of videos that you want to see about cruelty-free and vegan beauty, lifestyle, small business, whatever else, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.